welcome to another episode at Ewetopia Farms. This is another one from Ewetopia Farms, getting a little blow job here. The key is not to be like me and use a halter. One who has to do that first has the hardest time.
Just when they're walking is kind of in unison with the line. Starting off in class with a ewe that isn't the biggest ewe in the class.
So let's get started. So we're at the Kingston Fair. We were supposed to be shearing today, but our shearer didn't come. And we've got some sheep in the show. These two, one is the market lamb, ram lamb, and that's one of our ewe lambs. And this is Chili. They just bought the 25 Suffolk ewe lambs from us, so we're related to them too.
That's actually pretty good. You can't really use much more. Like some people go overboard on that.
Well, let's get a picture of them. So we want to show her face.
These are both females?
No, that's a male.
Oh, is it? Actually,
He's for sale. Caution, animals may bite.
Because the kids get to cut them. They don't bite.
I know they don't bite.
You want to stand over there for a nice picture, Morgan?
Hi, I'm just doing videotapes for the channel. There we go. I'll go sideways. Oh, there we go. Practice. This is her first time showing. She borrowed our trimming table to get Tilly all trimmed up. There, that's better. She put her legs back properly now.
Not a dog. They don't sit.
So these young adults are going to be judged on showmanship. And this is one of our sheep. These two are ours. Hi there. And over here we got a sheep too. Where did she go?
Oh, my dad is.
Oh, here it is. How's it going? Good. So, this is another one from Ewetopia Farms, getting a little blow job here. With a pretty pink halter. So these are January lambs. Oh, you got a little comb for her too? So they're going to be showing shortly. How's your ewe lamb doing? She stands nice.
Yeah, she does.
I heard you had to neuter the little guy. Because we're like, why is his testicles so small? We thought, oh my god, we didn't sell her one like that, did we?
We have to.
Yeah, I heard that. On Dorsets? That's probably a Dorset. The reason Hampshires and Dorsets, they'll do that. They'll leave the wool on the legs, is to actually prove that they do have wool on their legs. Because it's a trait you want to have. That way you can prove it. I like it. Going in with your little leggings on. This guy here, the announcer, used to be Arnie's hired hand. This is Mike. And these are the 4-H kids. And we're getting ready to start the 4-H sheep show.
Sing the 4-H pledge, and then we're going to start with our showmanship class.
That's a bit like a cult, isn't it, Mike? The judge here in the show is Blair Dow. If you saw us showing sheep in past videos, Blair would be in competition with us with the Suffolks. He also is a Suffolk breeder. And here come the sheep. They're not actually being judged on the actual sheep. They're being judged on showmanship. How well they handle their sheep, how well they position them. The key is not to be like me and use a halter. They don't allow them to use a halter. So I gotta give them credit for being able to do that because it's very difficult.
We are starting with showmanship.
This one's ours. And so is this one.
During showmanship, the judge is observing how well the handler works with their sheep and the bond that they have.
And there's Morgan with her little Icelandic cross.
Our judge today is Blair Dow from Metcalfe, Ontario. For anyone looking for a program to follow along, they're just on the bleachers inside the doors there. I'll introduce our showmen. Number one, we have Morgan Crawford, who has brought her Iceland cross land named Tilly. Number two is Della Davis, who is showing a Dorset Rito cross named Bob Ross. Next we have Julia Taylor, who is showing a Border Leicester lamb, and his name is Johnny. Next is Haley Curtis with her breeding ewe. The breed is a Suffolk, and her name is Steve. Next in line we have Annalise Shaver, showing a Charlie Ile-de-France cross named Edward. Next is Kaylee Chazon, showing Cotton Ball, who is a Dorset Rito cross. Next we have Sarah Snyder showing Boomer, who is a Dorset. Second to the end we have Colby Davis showing Lammy, who is a Dorset Rito cross. And last but not least we have Abby Huffman showing Loretta, her Suffolk breeding.
I don't know a lot about 4-H, but as the judge goes by, see how they change their position? Their eyes always have to remain on the judge in case he wants to say something to them or get them to do something. They are supposed to always be focused on the judge. So they're judging on that, how they hold their sheep, how they set their sheep up.
And these lambs are Mexican breeding and market lambs.
She's a beauty. So now the judge has asked her to walk our sheep around the ring. And they'll go down the line now. To be honest, the one who has to do that first has the hardest time because that's scariest for the sheep. Because there's no one in front of them, they don't know where they're going. So that's where showmanship really plays a part. The ones that follow behind, the sheep are followers, so the handlers should have an easier time getting their sheep to move forward. That's from my experience. And this little Tilly at the end that they just bought our Suffolk ewes. She was very nervous because her lamb didn't want to be walked that way, and I said when she comes to the ring she'll behave way better because now she looks to the handler as security and will do what she's told, because in a strange area, that's what she's relying on. And as you can see, her sheep, she's having no problems moving it along nicely. So she'll be happy about that because I know she was very nervous
Sheep
about
Club
that.
has 3 leaders. White Trillion, Rebecca, and
She almost lost hers. You don't want that to happen.
Rebecca Barr and Carrie.
That's why I use a halter. So you will have seen these girls come to our farm and choose these 4-H lambs a few months ago.
Fun facts about sheep. Sheep have an amazing memory. Remember other people. Sheep can see behind them. Their eye plate. It helps them with presence. Have best friends from close bonds with other sheep.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have a bit of a hand for first class of showmanship here. Everybody has done a really good job. The show person at the top of the class, I find, just when they're walking is kind of in unison with the lamb, walking step for step with the lamb. And I like the speed that the handler moves when I'm on one side and goes to the other. It demonstrates the ability to move, but in not a rush. So, you know, we don't want to be in a rush when we go from one side to the other. And some of the lambs just behaved a little bit better than the others. The young man in second, I found that he was the fastest in the class at getting the lamb set up whenever we stopped. So when we moved and came back to spot, it really should only take like 5 or 10 seconds to get the feet in place and then find out where the judge is. As we move down the class, there's a couple of lambs that didn't behave just as well, but it makes it a really tough job. And then when we get to the bottom of the class, sometimes, people forgot where the judge were, and when I looked, I saw them instead of the lamb, and you have to be careful at the front. When the judge passes across the front, you want to be away from your lamb a little bit so that you're showing the lamb. So it's really important to brace the lamb, but when we're doing the side profile and the judge is moving around, we want to be able to see the animal. So a great job, and look forward to seeing the lambs in the confirmation class, and we'll give them one more hand down when they're leaving away.
Megan's here. And of course, she dropped her camera. So down to the bottom of the bleachers she goes. Seriously, I can't take you anywhere. So now, not everyone came back in because now it's not about showmanship, it's about the sheep. So they still want to have their sheep set up as best they can so that the sheep shows its qualities.
Here's some more fun sheep facts for you.
Unfortunately,
For those of you just joining us,
that Suffolk there, she's one of ours.
this is the Frontenac
She's a
4-H
really nice
sheep
one, but
club.
she's very skittish, I
And
see.
my-
And that it's harder to judge if they're skittish
We
because
currently have
the judge needs to see them standing still and in all their positions. It's hard to see if you're struggling. And that's why showmanship is so important.
Now for something. Did you know that the sheep was the first successfully cloned man?
The next one is look like the tournament. When I was started selling for more.
They were also because of the oldest
During the auction, the prices go up. This is a really big auction. 40% between sheep, pigs, and steers. So they're expecting. Last year there was like just 20 pigs and 7 steers. This year there's 24 pigs, 8 steers, and 2 yeah. So they're.
And she looks, see how she's arching her back? She looks like she wants to run. And because she's intense, it causes her back to arch. She may have a perfectly level back, but all the bundling of the muscles, that happens. She obviously looks nervous. The judge should see that, but it's way easier if the sheep is calm.
Again, we'd like to give a thank you to our sponsors, Railview Ag Repair,
And that's why I use the halter, which I couldn't be in 4-H.
4-H Canada, Ontario,
Because the sheep with a halter on are usually way more
and
better behaved.
See this one?
all purchasing their own sheep.
By the time I went, he was
Let's have a hand for our members with our breeding ewes. Starting off in class with a ewe that isn't the biggest ewe in the class, but I just like the smoothness of the top, and she carries out a little forward in that rump and a little better set in her hind legs, placing her over this power foot deep ribbed ewe that we have in second. The ewe in second just uses this capacity in length and width to place over the solid lamb that we have in third, and the lamb in third just a little bit more on top and a little more thickness through the loin than the lamb that we have in fourth. But congratulations on a good class of breeding ewes.
6:30 tomorrow night in this.
Okay, now they're judging market lambs. So these are males. And at the end of the day, these are going to be auctioned off to buyers. So it's about their carcass weight, carcass qualities. And people in the community will buy these, like Loblaws, No Frills, grocery stores, just to sponsor the kids. and to have fresh lamb
All of which will be
available at the markets. Some of the kids, if they've grown attached to the lambs, their parents will buy them, bid and buy them back. But this is how the 4-H kids make their money, by auctioning their market lambs off. So the girl with the number 4, that is a ram lamb. It was a market ram lamb at our place too. We had him slated for market.
Or livestock auction. Our judge today is Blair Dow from Metcalfe, Ontario. She owns a sheep farm with about 35 breeding ewes and raises both Shetland and Kingston.
Right next to it. So it'd be the marina and this, and then like, yes. When I talked to him, we went to
I really appreciate all the work that the members have put into getting their lambs ready and getting themselves ready and getting out to the show, and the lambs are all washed and fitted and groomed and look nice. I'd also want to encourage all the members to thank their parents and leaders and grandparents and everybody here watching, because it's really important to get young people involved in 4-H. The skills that they learn are really good, and they'll get speaking opportunities and judging and showing and working with others, which is really important. So, we only had the 3 classes today, but it's great to see such a crowd and so many people watching. And thanks for the invitation to come and judge. And I'll be around for a little while if anybody has any questions. But thanks very much.
6. Number 8 was 4th. Number 9 was 2nd. If anyone here today is interested in joining the Sheep Club for
where were you?
year,
What's that?
Where were you?
Talking to my customers.
How come you're upset? No, seriously, good job. And your sheep actually, you were afraid that she misbehaved. She was really
Did you
well
see the
behaved.
last one? He ran away twice. I was like holding it. Like, oh my gosh.
I've seen way worse at the Royal. I had a friend who was showing Texas at the Royal, and she was holding it, and it was in the Texas class. They had like 50 sheep in it. It was huge, and it was the finals. And she was there, and her ram started to do the bucking and stuff, and she was not gonna let go. And it was so funny. The ram that she held on to, it dragged her around the ring. And she finally got her handle on it. She got all applause and all that. And I was showing a dorper at a show. And it wasn't mine. It was a friend of mine. She had one and I had the other one. And I wasn't even supposed to be showing. So I was in, I don't know, did I tell you this? No. I was in like the tomato chop. And they brought in a judge from Australia. And so this ram literally is up in the air, and I'm the same thing. Like I'm one of those types that I'm not going to be embarrassed or outdone by. So I held on, but it was balking and stuff, and I'm in the So at the end, I didn't let go of it. But at the end, at the awards ceremony and stuff, they gave the judge from Australia a trophy just to thank him for coming out of the 2 sheep. And he says, I'm going to take this one sheep, so there's someone in the audience who deserves the other one for all the stuff they went through. And everyone started laughing because they knew who it was going to be. It was the girl who was almost falling out of the top for the whole show. Seriously, it didn't take anything.
But the sheep, like, I love them.
Oh, do you?
But like, we named him Gallagher because I forget the name of the one bull that's his dad or whatever. That really fried.
Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator. We named him Gallagher. He's like the friendliest ram I've ever met. He's so sweet.
Yeah, well, every gladiator is a friendly ram, and it seems to pass on. Like, people always love gladiator rams, and he's not huge.
No, he's
He
perfect.
should be calm,
He's in there with the ladies.
Okay, we're gonna do a little wander around the animals while we're here. So I guess not shearing sheep was a good thing. Oh my goodness, you got, oh my goodness, don't eat the bucket. Arnie. That doesn't sound friendly. So yeah, is he a little hungry?
Sheep.
You're not feeding or not?
Yeah. I didn't feed them too much.
So that's the weight. 390 pounds. Oh my goodness. How old are they?
We got them on about the very last of May, and they were 2 weeks old, so about mid-May.
4 months.
Feed in that
4 months.
Oh yeah, they just
4 months old. Whoa!
Yeah, they gain
Really?
They gain fast.
Unbelievable.
you're auction all these off.
Yep.
Well, yeah, crap, we're here this year. Don't pay that. No name is over.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, that guy's in good shape, eh?
Oh my God, Arnie. Oh, this guy's gonna get sunburnt.
This is fellow the red, eh? Oh, that's a good morning.
We're in with the dairy cows right now. I can't play this for long because I will be given a copyright strike for sure because there's music. These are all the dairy cows. The dairy cows are usually the stars of all the shows. People put a lot into their dairy cows. And so our sheep that won went to Curtis's, who are dairy farmers. And they've been showing dairy cows for quite some time. So they would know what they're looking for as far as conformation in animals go and how to show.
In that dance, tells them how far to go. And then she will go as far as share what she found, so you know what you're looking for, what nectar you're looking for. So I'm sure they don't measure it in meters or feet or anything like that, but it's probably time they're doing. They can fly for this many feet or meters or whatever it is, but they can find it and they get where they're going. And they're really good. You can do experiments, put sugar water out for them, and actually mark your bees when you just put a little dot or something on a flour or sugar on them. And they
The one with the
see how long
blue
it is
dot
before they start coming
is the
back,
queen.
and they call it beeline. So if you're looking for a wild hive, you can kind of tell. You watch which direction they flew off to. You can tell by how long it takes them roughly how far you have to go. If it's a long ways, it'll be longer. So obviously, if it's shorter, they're closer to it. So you get narrower to the tree. Kind of. I'm not sure what you're going to do when you find them in the tree, unless you plan on cutting the tree down. That's not going to be much good. But at least you'll know there's bees in that tree.
You're a local?
What's that?
You're a local bee?
I do. I have bees in the city of Kingston here in the farming area near Elginburg. I have bees out in Latimer, which is between Elginburg and Inverary, and I have bees at my house in Battleside.
And the bees are having a hard time?
They are and they aren't. 2 years ago, I lost 75% of my colonies. For all that stuff.
And you don't think spraying the crop fields with Roundup is a killer?
Roundup shouldn't affect it. Now, they spray way too much Roundup around this part of the world because they spray it as a desiccant. So Roundup in the springtime, I don't think it's a problem because it's killing the crops before they flower.
Sure.
But the problem is when they spray it in the fall is we're getting it in our food. Because it's always used as a desiccant to dry soybeans, grain crops out. And summer is getting on that grain that we're going to eat.
Well, I think that's it for the animals and the little show here. We're not going to stay for the midway, and we're going to head out here, except they're backlit. You guys are totally backlit. You have to be that way, yes. Turn that, go over by Megan. Actually with the midway behind. Wave! Megan wanted to do this, but they sold out of tickets.
This is an age limit. It's too old.
And they will be here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. A big power by Vinny! Adam with a one-handed seat grab, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to see some more? What a great crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Full of energy. The louder you roar, the higher the score. And if you thought you had special equipment on there, the only 17 years old, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. He has been riding the circuit for a number of years now. He's with the big boys now and the big two-wheel toys. I can see the Demolition Derby drivers are getting their lap right. We're going to get 2 more jumps in, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more jumps. Then we're going to bring our riders in.
Looks very chill.
And then I got something else special for you. There's another backflip, ladies and gentlemen. And the teaser show will be over. 1 more jump. We got one. We got it ready. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring our bikes in here. Give a big Kingston welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, follow here. Now make sure you good look at the car that you're going to cheer for. You get 1 cheer only.
That one.
Now we have 7.
Colorful one.
Ladies off the top. And round around they go. The big boys have come out to play. That's already 17. Jockeying back and forth, trying to make the best of possible without getting hit. Finally got to end up in a corner. Everybody working hard, everybody driving hard. We got a red line. Everybody's stop. Everybody's got to come to a stop. There's a big log jam on the left end of the arena. Everybody looking for that one big hit.
Why is it gotta be?
Okay, go on.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that was a way longer day than we had expected. It was supposed to be a shearing day. We had our shearing canceled. That left us with some spare time and Megan on our hands. So also the Kingston Fair was on and we had really wanted to go to that, but it was happening right during shearing. So all worked out really well. Congratulations to all our sheep that went into the 4-H competitions. The girls did a great job with them. And also congratulations to Morgan with Tilly and her ram lamb. She also did really well, even though she was so nervous. And yeah, afterwards, Megan, she wanted to go to that Demolition Derby. It was craziness. Anyway, we had a really good time, and I guess we went on the right day because the day after there was all kinds of chaos and bad things happening at the Kingston Fair, to the point where the police had to shut it down early. So yeah, it all worked out well, and I hope you enjoyed your time with us. If you did, give us a thumbs up and come join us for the next one. Bye for now.